Hello, everyone. Hi, welcome. Sorry for being late. Thank you for joining. I am finishing getting set up and then we'll get ready. So just meet me on your mat. We're like in a little tunnel vision today. So that's what our view is. A little tunnel vision. You can join me on Instagram if you'd like. I will be streaming there as well. You need to be able to see me. So give me a second. I have 2 people in my class. This is amazing. I would normally do a different view, but where I was going to teach yoga, it was very loud and they were having a concert, so I couldn't teach where I was going to teach. So please just bear with me for a second. Do I have some new people joining this evening? You can subscribe to my channel. I also have a meetup.com page, and I will put that in the description as well. So please do spread the word. Please do join when you can. Let's see. I guess I haven't used this on here. Okay, there we go. All right, we're going live on. Okay, we're live on here as well. I think that's good. Perfect. All right, everyone, thank you for waiting. So let's go ahead and find our spot. We're going to start sitting, so you can have a seat on your mat. We're going to start this. Again, thank you so much for joining me this evening. If this is your first time, drop a hi after class, or you can always follow me on Instagram. You can follow me on, I have a Instagram page for Sunflower Collective Outdoors. I'll link all this stuff in the chat. But do join me. I do stream Tuesdays and Thursdays. I've only been streaming on Tuesdays lately because I've been kind of busy. So that's been kind of... I wish I could stream more sometimes. So I'm happy for the days that I can stream, and you can always replay the yoga class, so you can watch anytime. So on the mats, today we're doing our minimum daily requirements, get our blood up and go eat dinner and enjoy the rest of your evening, or go to bed, or maybe you're around the globe and you'll just, be up because it's morning time. So whatever time zone or wherever you're located, take the time you need. So in our seated position, let's put our hands on top of our knees. We're just going to do some breaths to open us up right now. So breathe in and out. Again, in, release out. We're going to do that a couple more times. And out. Today is, keep going, February 14th, which is Valentine's Day. And you don't have to be in a relationship to cultivate love. You should have love within yourself. So let's focus this evening on loving ourselves. And you're showing up by being here on the mat and taking care of yourself. So always remember that love is shown in many ways. You can show love to yourself. And the gratitude of movement is a form of love. Breathe in again and out. Let's start our class with 1 Om. So breathe in. Release that air out. Breathe in. Beautiful. Let's come onto all fours. Hi, friends on Instagram. I'm on YouTube Live. We're going to do some cat-cows. So we're just going to do reverse in and out. You can join me on YouTube. Like, subscribe to my stream. Cat-cow. We're just reversing. Stomach down, chin up. Cat. You push up. It's like the top of your shoulder right here is pushing up. The top of your back. Your stomach is coming up. And then you release. Keep doing that. Couple more. Hands are spread out on the mat. Keep going. Breathe in. 2 more. One more. And then come to a neutral position and push on into downward facing dog. Right here. And in downward dog, you can pedal it out. Or you can move it side to side. Whatever feels good for you right here. Go ahead and get a couple of movements in right there. Just a couple movements. And come back to neutral. Bend your knees. Step or hop forward. Come up halfway. Your hands can go onto your knee, your shins. Up halfway. You can look straight forward. And then fold back down. And then rise all the way on up. And hands to heart center. Beautiful. We're going to start and go through our flow. We're going to start with Sun A. Make sure you can see me on the computer. So we're going to start out with our Sun Salutation A. So start at the top of the mat. Hands to heart center. I'm in a pod hotel, so it makes fun for Tetrising for my friends on the screen. So hands to heart center. Breathe in. Release. Hands go on up. And fold. Up halfway. Fold. Step back. Vinyasa, chaturanga, knees, chest, chin, upward facing dog, downward facing dog. 5 breaths right here. And whenever you're in that downward facing dog, you can pedal it out. You can stay still if you'd like to do your 3-legged dog, or do your opening pose right here. You have the option to do whatever movements feel good for you during the practice. So I'll cue them, but you can take them if you'd like to or not. You can stay stillness, whatever feels good for you. 2 more breaths. Make sure those hands are nice and wide and the heel of your hand is pushing into the mat. 1 more. Bend your knees. Step or hop forward. Come up halfway. Fold. And rise all the way on up. Hands go all the way up. Your hands can get a nice little back bend right here. Whatever feels good. And then hands back down to heart center. Beautiful. Hands up. Fold. Up halfway. Fold. And vinyasa. Knees, chest, chin. Upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. And when we do our vinyasa, you can always come down to your knees, okay? Meet yourself where you are. 5 breaths. Meet yourself where you are. Your hands are pushing into the mats. Relax your shoulders. Keep the breath going. The breath is always the consistent. 2 more. One more. Bend your knees. Step or hop forward. Up halfway. Fold. Rise all the way on up. Hands to heart center. Beautiful. And next, go on up. Fold. Come up halfway. Fold. Step back. Vinyasa. Remember, when you step back, you can come to your knees and then come down to knees, chest, chin. Upward facing dog, which can be a low cobra or high cobra like I have been doing. Then downward facing dog. One more. Bend your knees. Step or hop forward. Come up halfway. Fold. And rise all the way on up. Hands to heart center. Nice. And again, that movement feels like a wave when you get going. Arms going up. And fold. Up halfway. Fold. And step back. Vinyasa. Upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. One more breath. Bend your knees. Step or hop forward. Come up halfway. Fold. And rise all the way on up. Hands to heart center. Beautiful. And last sun A. Hands go on up. Fold. Up halfway. Fold and vinyasa. Step back, jump back. Upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. 5 breaths right here. Hi, friends. Any friends joining us on Instagram? Hello. Instagram, hello. We're on YouTube Live. I'm streaming on Instagram and YouTube Live. So thanks for joining. Subscribe to my YouTube channel. All those good things. Join class. Any suggestions? I love suggestions. Tell me something you want to work on. Back to neutral. Bend your knees. Step or hop forward. Up halfway. Fold. And rise all the way on up. Hands to heart center. Nice job, everyone. Beautiful sun A. Beautiful. Sun B, top of the mat. Arms go up. And chair pose. This time we're sitting back like we're in a chair. So sit into that chair. Arms up. And when you're in your chair, it's like a little key. You're kind of tucking in that lower belly. So it's like a little tuck. Your tailbone is pointing downwards, okay? Chair pose and fold. Up halfway. Fold and vinyasa. Step back, jump back. Upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. Step your right foot forward, warrior 1. Arms go up. That right leg is pointing towards the top right corner of your mat. Left foot is at a 45-degree angle. And I know you can kind of, or maybe can or can't see my feet, but 45-degree angle. Yeah. And arms are up in warrior 1. You can look up. Hips are pointing forward. And vinyasa. Take your hands down in vinyasa. Knees, chest, chin. Upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. Left side. Left foot forward. Warrior 1. And hands go on down. Vinyasa. Vinyasa, vinyasa, vinyasa. 5 breaths right here. Again, remember you can do some of those moves. If you'd like to try forearm, it's another pose that you can try. And when you do forearm, you can bring your hands to each elbow. And that's how wide your arm should be in forearm stand or in forearm. Dolphin pose. So go ahead, keep breathing. 2 more breaths. Come back to neutral if you're not in a neutral position. Bend your knees. Step or hop forward. Come up halfway. Fold. Chair pose. Rise on up into chair. And stand straight on up. Hands to heart center. Beautiful sun B. Let's do 4 more. Hands go on up. And your hands can be together Can't really see me, so I'm leaning back. Your hands can be together or they can be wide. So it's whatever feels comfortable for you. You'll notice whenever if you practice at different locations, teachers can teach different styles. So every teacher is unique. Anyway, hands on up and chair pose. And fold. Up halfway. Fold. Vinyasa. Step back, jump back. Upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. Right leg forward. Warrior one. Warrior one. And vinyasa. Take your hands down. Vinyasa. And left side. Warrior one. And hands down. Vinyasa. Downward facing dog. 5 breaths. When you practice yoga, through the movement is when you start learning. So through practice, you'll really evolve knowing what you need to work on more. So keep going. Make sure you're pressing into those hands, the palm of the hand, finger pads. It's like you're gripping out of the ground. Period. Grip the ground. Keep going. 2 more breaths. One more. Bend your knees. Step or hop forward. Up halfway. Fold. Rise into chair pose. And stand straight on up. Hands to heart center. Nice job, everyone. And hands going up. Chair. Fold. Up halfway. Fold. Vinyasa. Upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. Warrior one. Right side. Hands up. Maybe slight back bend. Then vinyasa. Vinyasa, vinyasa. Beautiful left side. Warrior one. Vinyasa. Hands on down. The movements are quick. Upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. 5 breaths right here. And remember, you can do some different positions right here. But the breath is the consistent. One more. Bend your knees. Step or hop forward. Up halfway. Fold. Chair pose. And rise on up. Hands to heart center. Nice. Y'all ready? 3rd time's a charm, right? Arms going up. Chair pose. Fold. Up halfway. Fold and vinyasa. Knees, chest, chin. Upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. Right foot forward, warrior one. And fold, vinyasa. And warrior one on the left side. Nice. And down, vinyasa. Downward facing dog. 5 breaths. When you're in this pose, if you feel the need, you can always come down into child's pose. Maybe you're just feeling like you need it. But take the poses that resonate for you. I can call different poses all day, but if something doesn't feel good or it just doesn't feel good, do what feels good for you. One more breath. Bend your knees. Step or hop forward. Up halfway. Fold. Chair pose. Rise on up. Hands to heart center. Nice. 2 more. Hands going up. Chair pose. Fold. Up halfway. Fold. Vinyasa. Step back, jump back. Knees, chest, chin. Upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. Right side, warrior 1. You're doing great. The repetition builds for the poses. Warrior 1 and vinyasa. Doing this repetition helps with that memory. It's building your muscle. It's building your dedication. Left side, warrior 1. It's building your dedication. And vinyasa. Down dog. 5 breaths. One more breath. Bend your knees. Step or hop forward. Up halfway. Fold. Rise all the way on up. Into chair pose. Chair. And stand on up. Beautiful. Hands to heart center. All right, we're going to do our last sun B. Our last sun B. Hands on up. Chair pose. Fold. Up halfway. Fold. And vinyasa. Step back, jump back. Knees, chest, chin. Upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. Warrior 1, right side. Vinyasa. Upward facing dog, downward facing dog. Left side, warrior 1. Vinyasa. Take those hands down. Upward facing dog, downward dog. 5 breaths right here. I know you guys are warming up because I'm warmed up. The warm body is what helps you move even more in your purpose. One more breath. Bend your knees. Step or hop forward. Up halfway. Fold. Chair pose. And stand all the way on up. Hands to heart center. Nice job, everyone. Go ahead and get a little movement here. So you can just move those arms a little. We're going to do a couple more poses. We're going to do another vinyasa. We're going to keep doing yoga because I appreciate you showing up. because you're showing up for yourself, because guess what? It's love. You have lots of love. So at the top of the mat, bring our hands to heart center. And let's take our arms on up and fold. Up halfway. Fold and step back. Go ahead and vinyasa. Upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. And down dog. We're going to take our right hand to our left ankle. So either you can grab this, you can bend your knees if you need to. Grab wherever on your leg feels comfortable. We're getting a nice little stretch right here. Keep breathing. And release that right hand. Let's take that left hand over to the right ankle. You're looking at those ankles. One more. Release. And we're going to step our right foot forward. We're in high lunge right here. We're just going to take our left knee down. And you're going to move in your back split, or move into half split. So we're bending into that right knee as that left leg is down on the ground. Both hands are on the ground, framing each side of the foot. And let's just move back and forth here. Open those hips up. We just moved some. Keep going. One more. Nice. Come back to neutral position. Bring that back leg up. And step that right leg back to down dog. Let's step that left leg forward. Left leg forward, runner's lunge. And we can bring our right knee down. And just go ahead, flow back and forth in that half split. One more. Nice. Come back to neutral. Bring that right leg up and step that left foot back into down dog. Bend your knees. Step or hop forward. Come up halfway. Fold. Rise all the way on up. Beautiful. Hands to heart center. Nice. Let's turn to the long side of our mat. Do some stretches here. So we're going to start off with our hands, and we're going to grab our hands are out to our side. So you can put them out to the side or they can be on your hips. And we're going to fold. So you can step as wide as you need to, whatever's comfortable. I need a wider stance to feel the pose more. So I go for a little wider. And we're going to guide with our chin on straight down, bend forward. Hands can come down to the ground. Maybe your hands can go behind your feet. Whatever feels comfortable. And breathe right here. And bring your hands to your hips. Come up halfway and all the way on up. Nice. Hands up straight. Back to heart center. Nice. This time we're going to take our hands, and your hands can grab opposite elbows. Or if you have it in your practice, You can do prayer hands. Whatever feels comfortable for you. So elbows or prayer hands. Okay, and that long, in our nice long stance. And breathe in. And fold. And come on up halfway. And all the way on up. Nice. Release those hands. This time we're going to take our hands into a fist behind our back. So they're in a fist like this. So in your stance, we're going to fold. So just fold. Keep that breath going. Remember, the breath is the consistent. Thanks for joining again. We're streaming live on YouTube and on Instagram. Keep breathing. You can bend your knees some if you'd like. Whatever feels good. And bring your up halfway and all the way on up. Beautiful. Release your hands. And we're going to step to the top of our mat. Nice, everyone. We're going to start winding down. Let's do a vinyasa. So go ahead and do a vinyasa and meet me in downward facing dog. Downward facing dog when you get here. And when you get to downward dog, just come on down to your knees. And we're going to come down onto our bum so you can sit all the way down. We're going to take both of our feet out straight. And you can bend the left leg in. So it's folded and your heel is going into your crotch. It's like a little L. Your leg makes an L. So on our right side, our right hand is going to either grab our big toe, or maybe you can grab the bottom of your feet. And if you can't do either of those, grab where you can grab on your leg. So right here, breathe. Couple more. And release. Straighten out both those legs. And you can fold in the right leg now. Arms up and again. Fold into it. You can grab the toe. Breathe right here. And release. Nice. Legs can go out straight again. This time we're just going to go ahead and roll down onto our back. So roll onto your back. And we're going to start off with our, you can cross your right leg over your left knee. And get a nice little stretch right here. If this is not enough, just like this, you can bring your leg in. So then your arms either thread under your left leg or they can thread on top of your left leg. Nice stretch right here. And release that leg back down, release those arms. And switch legs, so left leg crosses over the right. It can be right here, or you can thread the needle through, grab your knee, your shin, wherever it feels comfortable. Nice. Release that down. Feet on the ground. Let's go into bridge pose. So your hands, you can bring your heels of your feet in closer to your bum. And go ahead and push on up into bridge. You can bring your shoulders underneath your body a little more. It'll raise you up some more. And release. Let's do a couple more of those. We're going to do 3 all together. If you'd like to push into wheel, go right ahead. And release. And go on up. Release. Last one. Going up. And release. Nice. Let's do happy baby. So bring your feet on up. Your hands can grab on the outside of your feet. Or if you like, you can grab your toes. Whatever feels comfortable. You can move back and forth. Nice little massage right here. Nice. Beautiful. Let's go ahead and bring your knees in. Roll like a ball. Get a couple rolls right here until you roll up on into a seated position. Beautiful. I'm going to give you guys a couple of a minute or so to do some movement you'd like to do to close out your practice. So maybe you just want to go on straight into Shavasana. You can do another vinyasa. If you have an inversion practice, you can practice doing an inversion. This is your open time to do open movement that you feel feels good to you. And when you're almost done moving around, go ahead and move into Shavasana. So you can take your whole body onto the ground and lay. Arms out, legs out. Shavasana. The toughest part about showing up is showing up. You can roll to whatever side is comfortable. Keep your eyes closed. And when you're ready, go ahead and push yourself on up into a seated position. Keep your eyes closed, cross your legs, whatever is comfortable for you. We're going to bring our hands to heart center. Thank you so much for showing up for yourself. This practice is for you. I'm just a guide. Thank you for showing up. Please subscribe, like, share to the stream. Please join me and be on the lookout for a survey. I will post more information in the box. Thank you so much for joining me this evening. Ashe. Love is with you. Love is with me. Love is a frequency. Some words I learned today on Instagram. Love is a frequency. I love it. So if you guys have any questions, please do reach out to me. Again, all my information will be in the description box after the class. I will put it in there. Thank you so much. I have 5 people in the stream. 5 people. I love y'all. Thank you so much for joining me. You're making my heart full. Have a great evening.